All right off the cuff. Welcome everybody to Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. As the thumbnail says, I'm going to show you guys two more characters that you can use the new gear sets on. Now they are summoners again, because it seems like what we've gotten so far for gear sets is stuff for summoners and then anti-summoner sets, right? So we're going to discuss two more characters that you can use these sets on to improve their effectiveness in game. Now, let's bring up my old summoners. Summoners. Okay. So who we're going to focus on today is Senway and Muka. Now, Senway you can use one of the new gear sets at endgame. Muka, the other set works on him, but we'll discuss it. You'll see what I mean. Let's start with Senway first. So, this is not the one I have the new gear set on, but I want to show you guys what gear set we're talking about here, and that is also Madness. So, just like Dan, Madness also works on Senway, and I've proven that it is more effective. But there are some caveats. So, if you didn't know what Madness did, it's going to add 15% attack. And it's going to, the summon attack is going to increase by 30%, but the HP is going to decay over time. So why that works on Senway is because his summon, and he's only got one of them, and that's Shadow. Thanks, Adam. That's Shadow. So Shadow, if we look at the ultimate, where is info? So we look at the ultimate, so Shadow gains 130% of Senway's attack. So you are going to be losing 15% attack by running a Madness set, since it is a 4-piece set. So this would be 15, 30, 45. So you're only going to be getting 15, 30 tacked on to Senway's attack. And then Shadow's going to get 130% of that. But then Shadow's attack is also going to increase by 30%. So it does make Shadow more powerful, more it increases his attack stats, which Shadow likes. But he's going to take some hits over time. He's going to die slowly. So wrong button. He's going to die slowly. So let's show you some stuff. So this is my Senway on my main account with a Madness set. So you see it is 62,000 attack. Versus, I did write down the numbers somewhere, but it doesn't matter. It just matters that it makes the damage meter go up. But this is with Madness equipped. This is my gear. So Madness, of course, you're going to want to run the same primary stats as you do your attack, your hero gear. So attack primary on the hands, attack primary on the head, attack primary on the feet. And then on the top three, you're going to be looking for as much attack percent substats as possible. And now I want to show you where I tested him. So I tested him in, this is Guild Boss 3. So or the Turbine 3. So it's, you know, it's the weakest one. But what I was trying to do today was I was trying to one-hit Turbine, which we're trying to find somebody. It saves extra hits for further guild hunt bosses. So I was trying, and normally, and I confirmed this with other summoner testers in our guild, normally, Kalaza in the lower Guild Hunt Turbine bosses will out-damage, all things being equal, will out-damage Senway. Now mine, specifically, both my Senway and my Kalaza are X20, and they're both S level 75, which means they're hyper-evolved to level 75. And as you see, I was really curious, because normally, Senway's a little bit better than Skur, but under Kalaza. I didn't change anything on my Kalaza. My Kalaza is still built exactly the same, but as you see, Senway's just pulling ahead. Just pulling ahead. So this run, as you can see, just based on the damage numbers, I'm not going to clear it. It took me 2 hours to tweak this to be able to clear it in one shot. That's 2 billion damage to do Turbine 3. But the point of this video is just to show you guys that... and this is how I tested him. I didn't put him back into a hero set because I've done this fight enough that I know that Senway's damage never beats Kalaza. Kalaza eventually, as soon as he reaches crit cap, he just takes away. He just surpasses Senway. So there you go. I paused it there because I wasn't gonna make it, and I did this over and over and over and over again. This time I just thought I would click record. So that is Senway. That is proof enough for me. You guys can go and test yourself that Madness will work on Senway. So Madness is a better set than Attack. But the caveat is that was Guild or Turbine Boss 3. Now I want to go back to that footage and we want to focus on something else. So what I want you to focus on now is Shadow's health. So he hasn't summoned him yet because that comes from the ultimate. So here comes Shadow. Now watch Shadow's health really closely. You can see it's already starting to decay. Now there is some inherent lifesteal in Shadow's kit, but it's not enough. And you'll see Senway's going to hit his ultimate right now. So now he's summoning a new Shadow. So Shadow got down to roughly 25% health. Now, in the Turbine Boss 6, where you still want to run this lineup because it's the most effective lineup, I'm curious of what the time difference is going to be, since also that boss is going to hit a little bit harder, what the difference is going to be for how long Shadow stays up. Because this is fine. In Turbine 3, Shadow's up the whole time. You know, he doesn't die by the time Senway resummons him. But at later stages, that could change. But then at 9 and 12 and 15, when you're using Mazrani, he'll probably stay up given the fact that he's got heals. Right? Okay. So that is Senway in a nutshell. The next character I want to talk about is Muka. Now, Yeah, Muka, you're cool, I know. So Muka, I have a video out saying that you should build him and use him as a tank. And then people were putting him in a gluttony set to use on the whale boss, but now that assassins have conquered whale boss, Muka just kind of got shuffled to the back burner again. Now this is going to be more for newer accounts or newer players. Muka, and I said this in my video, his exclusive is an HP exclusive, right? What you get, you know, at 10 and 20, it's all damage stuff, right? It's all damage stuff, but really, this guy can operate as your summoner tank. Now, at endgame, he's not going to beat someone else. Like, I like to use Oysa for my summoner tank, but that's not to say that if you want to use your Oysa somewhere else, Muka is a viable endgame tank for your summoner team. On my main account, I've got him X20, so I'm really making use, and really all I want is the damage reduction and the HP. Because, you know, this guy if you were going to use him as an attack dealer, he's really missing out. Like, this exclusive being HP, it's basically spelling out for you guys that you want to make him a tank. Plus, he has lifesteal in his kit. So let's show you guys the stats. So this is my endgame Muka. Now he is evolution level 5. So he's immortal plus 5. He's also hyper evolved, so he's S level 10. But if you look at his HP, he's a whopping 2.3 million HP. That's just for reference. That's more than my Leo, even though I build my Leo in a attack set. So he can ramp up the HP. And I'm going to show you my gear. What I'm running on him for gear. Now, you can use extraction gear on him. Now, I got to talk about what extraction is. So, let's go to gear. Replace. Let's look at extraction. Okay. So, extraction is a summoner set. It's going to give HP it's going to give HP plus 15, so good for your summoner tanks. And then when a summon receives crit damage, now this is important because crit damage means it's a PvP set. Because PvE bosses don't crit, so you're not going to get the benefit of this set unless you're running them as a tank in PvP. Because when a summoner receives crit damage, heal for 5% of max HP. Now, if you read this, this little description here, during the Ancient War, this equipment was used to control war beasts. When the war beasts suffered a great blow, it could be used to transfer their life force to the wearer. So what this means, doing a little bit of interpretation here, when the summon gets a crit hit, it's going to heal the summoner for 5% of the summoner's max HP. Now, that is the only character that is ideal for is Muka. Because Sorvali you want to run in an abundant set. That's the best set for her as a healer. Could you run this on Sorvali as well? Maybe, but you're not going to get the best in slot set is still abundant. So this set is really niche, but that's what that set does. And that's what I got him in. Oh, that's Senway. Whoa, my bad. So there you go. So I got him in an extraction set. So I'm getting 15% HP from the Vigor set, and I'm getting 15% from the extraction set. And I have him built HP hands, HP head, damage reduction boots. As you see, his damage reduction is at 54%. Plus, he's getting all that damage reduction from his exclusive. So there's the gear. Now, if you were going to run him as a PvE summoner tank, then yes, you want to probably put him in all vigorous sets, because he's not gaining anything from that crit damage to your summons, but you will gain from obviously the plus 15 on a vigorous set. So what I want to show you is I got a couple things. First off, I want to show you this. This is a PvP battle, just to show you that he can. This is end game. This is someone in my arena. I can't remember who it was. I picked on him. But you see, you can watch Senway's, or not Senway, you can watch Muka's health. Like, he's getting low there. He does have some lifesteal, but really, if I'm being honest, a summoner tank's just there to soak up the frontline hits so that Anpu and Sorvali and Dan and Rez can do what they have to do, really. So really, that's why I say it's a beginner or a new player, a new player's set, because you might want to run Muka as your tank in PvP. At the end game, he's going to be outshone by other tanks, but earlier on, it does work, and if you have a bunch of that sets lying around, you can use it on your Muka. I think I called him Senway again. Now, I also want to show you this. So this is Crimson Boss, or the Crimson, whatever it is, the Crimson Boss 10. So this is level or stage 10. And what I wanted to show you here, let me just get rid of my head here so you can see the people's bars. So what I wanted to show you is that at endgame, you know, if you don't have a Leo, which you should, Muka is very viable in Crimson Abyss. Like, he is at endgame, at hyper evolved levels, he is a tank. He is a legitimate tank, right? So he's kind of like, since he has lifesteal in his kit, in a way, he's kind of like a vanguard, right? He's not a tank, but he can take the hits, and he's built to take the hits. And I'm not going to make you guys sit through 3 minutes of this, but he did stay up for the whole fight, and he's got I think 2 summons at X20 or X10, sorry, at X10, and he's got 3 summons at X30. So his summons that he brings to the field are going to help you if you're having issues with getting blown off the ledge, right? Okay. So that's Muka. Well, let's look at his little exclusive. Oh, I wanna bring me back. Okay. So Muka, blah blah blah. No, so this isn't what gives an extra wolf. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this 30 that increases his maximum for wolves by 1. I do believe though that in his gear, he can summon another one. Increase the summon for wolves to 2. Yeah. So at unlock, or just having his talent, he'll have 2 wolves. So 2 wolves is going to help you in Crimson Abyss, right? Crimson Abyss, that's what it's called. Crimson Abyss. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a quick one, even though it wasn't really quick. It's been 14 minutes. I wanted to show you that there is more viability to these gear sets that they gave us in the update 2 weeks ago now. So if you got them sitting in your bag and you're like, who are they good on? These are characters that they're good on. I want to, again, watch my faces get really bright here because I'm looking at a bright screen. But we're going to move over here. So this is my spreadsheet. You guys have seen this before. So I updated it so that characters that can benefit from new gear sets are highlighted in blue at the bottom. If you haven't seen this before, the characters at the top, as you see, there's the legend. Characters at the top just really right now only have one viable way to gear them right now. Anything below this demarcation line means that there are multiple ways that you can gear your characters. So as you see, there's more other characters on here that are highlighted in blue. Namely, I really like this Leo build. I really do. So this is the link for this spreadsheet is in the description. So there are more characters. We're not going to get him all. We're not going to get into all of them in this video. Otherwise, this video would be an hour long. But I wanted to show you another 2 characters that can benefit from these gear sets, where they work, a little bit of video proof to show you some receipts, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope it was helpful. I know some people got really appreciative when I started doing videos on alternate or the new gear set. So here you go. I'm going to keep doing it. Probably going to do 2 more next week. All right? Okay, until then, if you guys want to skip the line, don't want to wait for the video, click the link for the spreadsheet in the description. You can go right to it. You can see what I'm talking about. Or you can wait till next week when I put out the other video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, cheers. Peace. Be good to each other. Bye-bye.